Hello guys, my name is Arnold from IQ Academy and welcome to our very first Term 2 topic, which is functions. In this video I'm going to give you an introduction to functions, and let's begin by looking at the definition of a function. For us to understand what a function is, let us look at an example of 5 students who sat for a mathematics exam and obtained the following grades. Here we have got a list of our students, and here we have got a list of the grades which they obtained. Notice that if you pick a name from the list of students, you will find a corresponding grade from the list of grades. And also notice that each student has got one and only one grade assigned to him. There is no student who has got 2 or more grades. And this leads us to our definition of a function. A function is a special relationship which takes one element from the first set and assigns it to one and only one element of the second set. Let's look at this using a mapping diagram and using the same example of students who wrote a mathematics exam. Here we have set A, which comprise of students, and we also have set B, which comprise of the grades which they obtained. One student from set A has only one result from set B. Another student, Alan, from set A has only one result from set B. There is no student with more than one result, and this satisfies our definition of a function. As we get deeper into our discussion of functions, let's look at some of the important terms which we must familiarize with so that we can get to understand functions even more. Let's look at the first term, which is domain. The domain of a function is the set of all input values of a function. Coming back to our original example, the input values to our function are the names of the students who are sitting for the examination. So the set of students is the domain of our function. The set of students is the original set. Let's look at another equally important term to familiarize with, which is range. The range of a function is the set of all output values of a function. Here let's look at set B. Set B comprises of the outputs, that is the results which were obtained by the students when they sat for a mathematics exam. We started with the students, they wrote an exam and they gave us this output. So set B is the range of our function. Let's look at a numerical example and put to use the knowledge that we have just acquired. We can express the relationship between these variables using a mapping diagram. Here in our question, the term which is at the x position is the input, and the term which is at the y position is the output. So our x here is the set of inputs. So our x is the domain, and our y here is the set of outputs. So y is the range. We have minus 3. Minus 3 is being mapped to 9. So minus 3 is the input and 9 is the output. The arrow in between is representing the mapping process which is happening to minus 3. In other words, the arrow is saying minus 3 gives us an output of 9. The same with 3, 0, minus 1 and 1. Looking at the same example, we can represent the variables using a table of values. The same holds true for this question as well. Minus 3 is the input and 9 is the output. So we come here, we have the first row which comprises of input values and the second row which comprises of output values. Minus 3 is the input and 9 is the output. Minus 1 is the input and 1 is the output. So the top row is the domain and the bottom row is the range. Let's look at the same example and use the set of ordered pairs. Here the idea is the same. We want to represent the range, the domain and the range in a different format, that is using ordered pairs. -3 is our input and 9 is our output. The same with -1 and 1. -1 is the input and 1 is the output. Notice also that we have curly braces here to represent that this is a set. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our introduction to functions. Please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also receive further interesting videos from IQ Academy. Thank you.